The advantages of being a trader, from traveling the world, be able to trade, or even be at home, relaxed. To be honest, it wasn't easy at all in the beginning, but good things take time. That's the thing. To be a role model for women, you have to work on yourself. Women should understand that they need to be financially independent. In order to succeed in the world of trading, you should not take a risk. Instead, you should take calculated risks. Women can stay in this business more than men because they are capable of controlling their risks, and second, controlling their emotions. You have to understand from your personality which type of trader you are. Women tend to be more patient. They wait for the right opportunity to go into the trade. I said to myself that one day I will be able to teach this to other people. Nothing is impossible in this life. When you put something in your head and you go for it, you will reach it no matter what. You need to be surrounded by like-minded people who are pushing you, who are believing in your vision, in your mission. I wish this to every woman, to be a real successful businesswoman, because this is something that I wanted for myself, and I wish for every woman who wants the same thing and maybe more.
Hi Lama, thanks for joining us today for this super exciting initiative that the Trading Pit has taken on the Women International Day. As we all know, you are very experienced when it comes to trading, and you have built your own community. And we would love to understand more about your background and where you come from. How did you get started in trading, and any advice you have for women that want to get started, or that are facing more a lot of misconceptions within this industry.
Of course.
So we have prepared around 8 questions for the 8th of March, and we will get started with the very first and basic question is if you could tell us more about yourself, what your background is, and how and why did you get into trading, basically.
Thank you so much. And it's a pleasure for me also to be with you and share my knowledge and skills and also my experience with other women. It's like a dream that is happening every day by day. I feel that I am more aligned with the mission that I started since day one. And I'm very happy to share this, especially on Women's Day. First, for the people who do not know me, my name is Lama. I'm Lebanese. I live in Dubai. I started my journey because I was in Forex trading mainly. First, when I was searching for a solution to have my time freedom, I like to travel a lot, by the way, so I wanted this flexibility of place. And at the same time, I wanted to make money because, of course, you need to be generating an income mainly. And this is something also that I will explain a little bit about. So from my background, I worked in the corporate world for 7 years. I have an MBA in banking. I have also a BA in finance. But even though I had no idea about Forex trading in details, so I started learning Forex when I watched a webinar about increasing my financial education and having to be a financial literate person. I understood the concept of the income and having multiple streams of income, having a passive income. That's why I started seeing Forex trading as something that I really want. So the advantages of being a trader, from traveling the world, be able to trade, or even be at home, relaxed, also working for half an hour maybe and making money. So this is something that I wanted to have. And because of the advantages that I saw, and lots of advantages in trading, especially for women, I was more encouraged to start my journey when it comes to learning. At the beginning, Forex trading, but to be honest, it wasn't easy at all in the beginning. But good things take time. That's the thing. And after practicing, now I am a trader. I am a profitable trader also. And it's been 3 years now that I am in the industry.
That's really exciting to hear, and very it's been a long journey, as we can see, and your goals.
Yes.
and your vision, I think, helped you build the community that you have. So as per your background, we can see that you have your own community, which is called
Indeed.
Alpha Women. So based on that, my question is, how did the community you built elevate your career as a trader, as a person, like not only professionally, also like personally, whether that's like, your goals, your vision, your mission, how did that affect you on a personal,
Yes, indeed. So first, of course, like when you want to start something, it's not easy to start it in the beginning, especially that you have to be a role model for others. And with all the misconception of the male domination in this industry, can be something surprising for women when they see other women doing this. But that's the point, and we will talk about this also. It's not easy to start a community, but when you are doing something with love and passion, I believe nothing is impossible. From the business perspective, of course, we are sharing our skills and knowledge. We are helping, and this is the good thing. When you are helping someone else, you are giving them also the opportunity to generate money and make money. So you are giving someone an opportunity, which is like, okay, you are sharing your skills and your knowledge. You benefit from a small fee for the membership, but in parallel you are giving an opportunity for someone to start making money and become free and have the choice, of building something, making money out of the market, the financial markets, and so on. And this is something that when you are giving, it's also fulfilling. And this is how I see it, to be honest. Of course, to be a role model for women, you have to work on yourself. You have to work on your self development every time through providing the mentorship. You need to be always updated, reading, learning, improving yourself, not only in trading. Also, sometimes you have to understand the psychology of other people in the community. You have to build, like a good relationship with people. And like this is also something that helps me sustain with what I am doing. When you get to meet people, get to know their stories, help them, it's like a family. So this creates a great bond, not only for people who are members with us, but also for me. Otherwise, I will feel tired and maybe I will stop. But when you see other people enjoying what you are giving, and like really telling you that, thank you, Lama. Now I feel that I am able to help my husband, for example, because we have lots of mothers in the community. Or maybe when I see a woman who is telling me, finally, I quit my job. Now I am able to do whatever I want, and especially when it comes to my business goals, my money goals. You got my point. So it's not easy. It's fun, but at the same time, it's hard. But here you build, everything has, great advantages. And with what we do, I feel that we are building something great for women, especially that it's aligned with what I am living. Because you have to lead by example. You have to be the person who is trading. You have to have the knowledge. You have to work on your personal development. You have to live the advantages of this business and give it to others. So yes, this is what I can say about Alpha Woman.
Yeah, you seem really passionate about your project and about your goals in general. But can you take us through what Alpha Women consists of, in more detail, so we can explain to our
Yes.
audience what is it exactly that you do and how did you initiate that project?
Exactly. So mainly the mission of Alpha Women is to spread financial and investment education. Okay, so in the beginning, women should understand that they need to be financially independent, the importance of money in their lives, and how you will be able to do that. Okay, so this is when it comes to the financial purpose, also the time freedom that the women can get from trading. So the mission is to help women understand this part and understand that they are able to do that. They are able to become financially independent, have their time freedom, have the flexibility of place, and live the life that they want. in parallel, they are able to do something else during the day, or maybe it can be an additional income for them. Maybe they want to keep what they are doing. You got my point, but they want to generate an additional income because, now with the inflation and people sometimes need to make more money to meet their expenses. So it's an option, like a choice where I can give it to other women. So by this way, I will be able to help them financially grow and make their dreams come true when it comes to also as I mentioned, with their time freedom, and do something else also, maybe spending more time with their loved ones. And also we focus on other streams of life, by the way, not only the money and the wealth part, but also the health part, the communication, beliefs, relationships, because we have to create a balance in women's lives. And we as women love to know, and talk. We love building relationships with people. So what I do is I bring women who are experts in the field of health, for example, or in communication or in mindset, and they will give them these presentations or webinars or gatherings that we do all together to support them and give them the knowledge and the things that they need from to get the value that they want from this.
Amazing. So as we mentioned briefly at the beginning of our interview, as we both can agree, the trading industry is general. There's this very big misconception that it's male dominated. It's only men who trade. It's only men who can make money out of trading. How do you navigate this misconception? I reckon whenever you started 3 years ago, you were prone to a lot of not judgment. I wouldn't say judgment, but a lot of misconceptions basically in
Like an
this industry.
obstacle. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like you feel that you want to start this, but you ask yourself in the beginning, okay, so me as a woman, will I be able to do that? And to be honest, this is the misconception, sorry, itself, because
Mm-hmm.
we are putting the limits in our heads, and mainly misconceptions happen because of the mindset that people create or people live in, like the mindset that they have. So when you say that this color or this thing or this business or anything in the world is only for women or only for men, you will live by this idea.
Mm-hmm.
So but mainly people think like that, I believe, because they feel that men are more risky. They take more risks, to be honest, maybe to jump into something that is unknown, maybe for them. But now with the technology, with education, with having communities like our community, when you are getting the knowledge, the awareness, you are not it's not like you are taking a risk. And to be honest, in order to succeed in the world of trading, in the world of investment, you should not take a risk. Instead, you should take calculated risks,
Mm-hmm.
because when you are risking your money, you will lose your money. So instead, and who is better than risk management than women?
Of
Women,
course.
and I feel that's why I started Alpha Women, and I wanted to show this to other women, to tell them that you are capable to do
Mm-hmm.
this work. You are capable to understand and learn. Everyone can learn technical analysis, because mainly I'm a technical analyst when it comes to forex trading, because some people focus on fundamentals, some people
Right.
focus on
Yeah.
technical. I am a technical analyst, of course. I follow the news and so on, but mainly my focus is technical. So anyone can learn it step by step. And mainly, it doesn't happen overnight. Of course, you have to give
Mm-hmm.
yourself time. But when it comes to trading and the psychological level, women showed that they are capable of this more than men. Why? Because women, first, they are more they are better when it comes to risk management.
Mm-hmm.
So number one, so all women can know that you are better at risk management. You are, because you are cautious, you are in your nature protect, you protect. You got my point. So you will not take reckless decision. But instead, a lot of men take reckless decisions. They go into the trade, they are taking high risks, so they will end up losing the money. So the studies shows, if you Google it or you search for that, women can stay in this business more than men, because they are capable of controlling their risks, and second, controlling their emotions. When they are able to control their emotions, they will not like go into a trade, over trade or over risk, for example. They are able to do this, to manage their emotions. Third, to be honest, they are more patient. Women
Mhm.
tend to be more patient. They wait for the right opportunity to go into the trade instead of like directly jumping into a trade and take it just because they are excited, because men are more excited, are more driven by what do you call, adrenaline. You got
Right.
my point.
Yeah.
So it's not for men, it's not for women. This is not the case of women, and they rush into the trade because they feel like, okay, the adrenaline now is controlling. So now, no, and if you want to make money, you have to make reckless decisions. Also, women tend to be more disciplined. They stick to their trading plan. They are not driven by their emotions. Also, they are able to give attention to small details when it comes to the market. And of course, they are open to learn. Like everyone is open to learn, but also women tend to also be open to learn more, and they think of long term. So this is something very important, because they are not thinking of making like money now, like the big gains now. No, they think of sustainable growth. And
Mhm.
to have this sustainable growth, you have to think of long term, and to have a long term perspective. And
Right.
this is very, very important. And I just want to give like a small example, because in my team, like in my community, I have mothers who are making money. They are happy because now they are able to spend more time with their families. They are not obliged to consume their time and their energy to go to work, come back late, always feel that they are overwhelmed with everything. They have
Yeah.
to do everything,
Mhm.
the balance between home, family, and work. So because home and family is another job,
Of
and it's
course. Yeah.
24/7 and doesn't end. Yeah, so they are making money, they are happy with that. They are able to help their husbands and work hand in hand when it comes to this. So yes, it's the best industry, to be honest, for women, especially for women.
Lama, I'm interested to know, like every trader starts from somewhere. What
Yes.
pushed you to take that decision, and what moment, like in which moment you realized that I want to be a trader? That's what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Okay, I see. So in the beginning, to be honest, I told you, because I started with this journey because of the advantages. But
Mhm.
when I was learning the system, and the system, I had to learn the technical analysis inside our community. So it was hard. Okay, I started with the trends. In the beginning, it was okay, acceptable, the candles and so on. But when I started like the good part,
Mhm.
seeing the patterns, understanding the Elliott waves, Fibonacci, I was like, oh my God, what did I do to myself? Like, what is this? But here, to be honest, I challenged myself. And
Mhm.
I remember so well, I said to myself that one day I will be able to teach this to other people. And I promised myself this, and look what happened after 1 year. Because I was consistent, I was disciplined, I
Mhm.
kept like pushing forward. And now this is happening. I'm able to help other people. And here I know that I want to be a trader. I said to myself, like, I want to be a trader, and one day I will be able to teach others this, because of a challenge that I had to face with myself. It's not like, oh, I want to be, it's like it was never like a passion for
Mhm.
trading. It
Mhm.
was something that I want to do because I know the advantages. I face the obstacles, and it's not easy to learn trading. So, but this didn't stop me. I kept moving forward, and here I knew that I want to be a trader.
I really, really love that. And it shows like determination can really get you to where you want to be. Even like you start from zero, you could like
Thank
get
you.
to so much more in like 3 years' time, 4 years' time. There's no like
Exactly.
limitations to what you can do within this industry. Okay,
Yeah.
now let's move on to another section of our interview. Let's say, for example, I was someone who wanted to get started with trading. I was a girl
Yes.
who's really interested, but like I have some, I'm a bit afraid of how the society will judge me, or like I'm not
Or
sure
if
where to
you will
start
succeed or
from.
not.
Yeah, is there any advice you would give to beginner women traders, basically?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, of course, like we always get scared of the unknown and from something new that we are learning or doing. Now, if you never drove a car and you have to drive right now, so of course you will feel scared in the beginning. And if it doesn't scare you, it means like it will not challenge you. You got my
Mhm.
point. The best competition you can have in your life is with yourself, because once you get over this fear, you grow. And
Yeah.
this is something that I push myself, when you have to speak in public or do something that you are not comfortable with, something that is surprising you. So instead of thinking that, oh my god, the people or the community around me will start judging me, it's okay. I am able now to forgive myself, but put myself into this situation, because the challenge that I will face will make me grow and
Mm-hmm.
think with, not with my emotions, but with my head, to be able to grow. What are the things that I have to work on now, since I passed this challenge? What should I do to improve myself? Self-development is everything. And to never say like this is impossible for me. And this is for all the ladies now that they are hearing me. Like nothing is impossible, and this is something that I can say it from my personal experience with everything that I face in my life, despite if it's in trading or not.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing is impossible in this life. When you put something in your head and you go for it, you will reach it no matter what. And second, I can say also that it's all about the mindset. If you have the rich mindset, you will be unstoppable. You will reach everything. Success depends on the right mindset. And of course, like the third thing that I can say is that you need to surround yourself by with like-minded people. Your
Mm-hmm.
surroundings. Who are the people who are giving you the advice? If they will tell you, oh no, you will not be able to make it, that's impossible for you to make it. Are you able to read the charts? Are you familiar with numbers? I hated numbers. I hated mathematics when I was in school. But now I am a,
Really?
a technical analyst, not only a
Mhm.
trader. It's not about only reading. Like, of course, I read the news,
Yeah.
but I don't focus on the news. My
Mm.
focus is technical, 100% technical. Nothing is impossible, because when I have to, if I want to say this to myself, and this comes believing in yourself. So believe that you can, like you are able to achieve. Believe that seriously nothing is impossible. When you believe in yourself, you will never have a wall that is stopping you. Only you will be able to stop yourself here in your head. Nothing nothing can stop you. And this is something that I always say. For women, nothing is impossible. We are capable of doing everything that we want. It's just here in our head, okay, like that is stopping us. So this is my advice for women.
Being a founder, a trader, a mentor yourself, I imagine you must have had someone in the first initial stages of your trading journey that really influenced you, that really helped you, and gave you that push that you are today giving to other women. So, how
Yes.
did they influence your journey, and like how did you go basically from zero to where you are today with the help of your mentors or your coaches, or yeah.
Yes, mainly support is very important. And without support, and this is something that I was mentioning earlier, that you need to be surrounded by like-minded people who are pushing you, who are believing in your vision, in your mission, or even your dream, or even anything that you are doing. And yes, of course, I had my mentor, Abdullah. He is the founder of the community. Now I am the co-founder of Alpha Women, which is the same community but focusing more on women. And he now, he's my husband, so he's my mentor and forever mentor, because I will always be learning from his experience. He has been in the financial markets for more than 18 years, now turning 19 years, and he has great experience. And this is something that I want also to share with others. You need to have a mentor, because it's not easy to learn forex trading. It's not easy at all. The down moments are more than the up moments. So when you are in your down moments, you need someone to pull you, to push you, because at some point you will feel that you reach the bottom line, and you feel like it's not working for you. Maybe it's not for you. You start asking these questions. Why? Because the mind is stuck and the emotions are high. So here you need to have someone who has more experience than you to pull you up and tell you, like, no, this is part of the journey, part of the process. This will happen because this happened 1, 2, 3, 4 with me, and that was my experience. So now you are facing the challenge of growth, and this is very important. So, and honestly, to be honest, like between 70 to 90% of people start in the forex market, and they stop after 3 to 6 months because of the challenges that they are facing. They judge the industry.
Yeah.
They tell you, oh, this is scam, this is not real. Like, this is nothing. Do you know that only between 1 to 5% of people stay, like, and they make a profitable, they stay profitable for the long term? Only between 1 to 5%. Otherwise, everyone will be able to do this, and no
Yeah.
one will be working for other people. You got my point? So it's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
easy, yes, but you have to have someone who knows this, who have this experience, who have this knowledge to push you up. And that's why creating this community is the best thing that we can do to give the support needed for other people,
Yeah,
and
as you
especially
mentioned,
women.
I think as you mentioned, a lot of traders tend to not be consistent with their trading. As soon as they, face any challenge, any
True.
problem, they tend to give up, which is not really,
Exactly.
the way to go, and it's gonna affect their, let's say they stay within the industry, it's gonna, like, if your mindset is not clear, if you don't have a like set vision on what you want to do, I
Mm,
think, this is not gonna basically end up well. Speaking
indeed.
of Forex, what's your go-to currency that you love trading?
Yeah.
What's your favorite asset, like as a trader yourself?
As a trader, of course. Now that's the good part. Mainly, I started learning on gold and different currencies, but now I'm focusing a lot on GBP USD, the British pound.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, I feel that I am aligned with this currency because. It's like a fire pair. First, in the beginning, and like before I go, to explain it in a better way, you have to understand from your personality which type of trader you are, because you can be like, if you are impatient, you can be a scalp trader. It means that you will take a trade for a few minutes, maybe like one day, or like few hours, like maximum. Well, you will close the trade for a few hours, not a day. Okay, so this is the scalp trader. The day trader is someone who's taking a trade during the day for a few hours to one day maximum, or leaving it overnight, like for 2 days maximum. And the swing trader is someone who is taking the trade for a longer period of time, let's say for a few days, maybe a week. And of course, you have the investor or the position trader, where he is leaving a position for maybe several weeks to 1 month, let's say. So it depends also on your character, understanding your character. So mainly I am patient, but not too patient. So I fit with the day trader, because like I feel like this is where I can see more the opportunities and be able to send the study, because we send studies also to the community. We help them with this part, with the education and follow up, and the signals. So yes, I am an intraday trader or a day trader, and I focus on the GBP USD, because mainly, like, everyone will be trading gold, or oil or Bitcoin. So I thought, like, why not GBP USD? It's like a major currency pair where it's traded mainly between people. and also it's a fire pair. It moves, not like gold, but even though it's considered as a fire pair, like sometimes it might take a break for 1 or 2 days. It's not like moving a lot, but it doesn't mean like it's not a fire pair. So mainly while it is moving, I like pairs that are not too like neither too slow nor too have high volatility, if you want, like the volatility. So yeah, and now I also started focusing on the USD Canadian dollar because also it's slower. It's not like it's moderated, like a moderate fire pair. Also, it's traded and it's also affected by the US new like the US economics, Canada, and also it is affected by the price of oil. It's also affected
Yeah,
by oil. The GBP USD is affected by like the economic news in the
of
UK
course.
and in USA, of course. And
Right.
also, it happened to be working on my time frame because London session is open, and then after in the afternoon in Dubai, like during Dubai time, it's in the afternoon when the US market opens. So also, I am able. Let's say if I didn't trade during the day, I will take a trade at night. Let's say and
Okay,
close
yeah.
it before the market closes. Yes, also it's important to understand like for which currency, like which time frame works best, which market, sorry, works best for.
Last but not least, I would like to ask you one question,
Yes,
which concludes our interview for today. When it comes to women and trading, and this is the
yes,
theme, like for the month. No, it's not only Women's Day; it's also the theme for the whole month. What's your vision for women and trading, and how do you think we can get there as individuals, as women ourselves? How do you think we can get to a point where there's no more misconceptions around women in trading, and like no limitations and no challenges, even though there will always be some challenges to face. It's only normal, but like how can we
yes,
get to a point where women as are seen as men in this industry?
yes. To be honest, my vision when it comes to women in trading, and especially for alpha women, is like I want to grow this internationally. So
Mhm.
every woman, like in no matter which country she is living, no matter what background she has, nothing is impossible for her if she, especially if she wants to start in this industry. So my vision, I see this vision internationally when you see like the planet and you see like the different countries. So I
Mhm.
see that this should be for every woman. Why? Because every woman have like how do you say, like the freedom of choice to choose, and this will give you the freedom of choice. If you are a woman now who is working for someone, or maybe you are a mother who is sacrificing like her future, her skills, her knowledge to be able to be with her family, or
Mhm.
you as a young woman who is sacrificing your time and your freedom because you want to make money, you need to know that you can make this with your time freedom, flexibility of pace. You just have to do your self development and work on yourself. When I say that, I mean your education, your knowledge, your mindset, surrounding yourself with the right people, and getting the support that you need from the right people, not taking advice from people who are not living what you are seeking for or aiming for. This is what I can say for women. And this is my mission and vision, especially like this is the vision for Alpha Woman. I need all women to know about forex trading. It's a misconception. Stop thinking like this. You are putting this in your head, not men. I never met someone like unless it was a woman telling me, "Oh, can I succeed with this?" But men didn't say that. So it's you. You are saying this to yourself. Stop saying this to yourself. Know that you have a choice. If you don't want to keep sacrificing your life, your happiness, you can do that. And of course, you can reach like the sky is the limit. Nothing is impossible. As simple as that.
I think we have reached above 8 questions, but I'm enjoying this conversation so much, which
Thank
leads me to
you.
my very last question, promise.
Of course.
What are your 2025 trading plans like for this year? What are some goals you have set for
Yes.
yourself in like the trading space?
Definitely. So first, now I will tell you my small secrets. Now I'm reading also a book. It's called Master the Art of Trading. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's the same language that we speak with our community. Now I have a target to finish this book by the end of February, because every day I wake up in the morning, I give myself 45 minutes to read and to focus on the information and the value that I am getting. Also, I want to pass my $100,000 funded account from Trading Pit. To be honest, I took this
Amazing.
account in January. So hopefully I will be able to make it within 2 or 3 months and start generating more money when it comes to trading. And now I am working a lot on the mindset of women, especially here in Dubai, because we also, like, yesterday we announced the collaboration with the government. The government
Yeah,
has
yeah,
a
I saw that one on your LinkedIn. I remember being impressed. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yes. So, like, the government now is working on a project for sustainability to be the number one sustainable city in the world. And when it comes to financial education and investment education, we are part of this project. We are only like the only partners when it comes to this part, when it comes to literacy, financial literacy. And I want to give this opportunity to all women around the world, not only in Dubai, but in the Middle East, like in Europe, in USA, in different countries all over the world, to have this opportunity, this beautiful opportunity, so she can change her life the way I changed it, because nothing is impossible in this life. I was an employee. I remember when I used to hate myself going to work every day and going back around 6:30, when like the sun,
Was
like there's
certain. Yeah.
exactly. So I used to ask myself, what am I doing in my life? What is my purpose? What is
Yeah.
my goal? I feel empty. So now I work a lot. Of course, I even work more than I used to work before, but I do it with purpose and with passion. I
Yeah.
feel that I have a responsibility for myself and for other women. So, like, I wish this to every woman, to be successful and to be a real, like, successful businesswoman, because this is something that I wanted for myself, and I wish for every woman who wants the same thing and maybe more. And why not more?
Lama, thank you so much. I really feel very empowered at the
Pleasure.
moment. Like I feel like I'm gonna
Thank,
step out of that room and go take on the bird. Thank you so much for
yeah,
sharing your insights
my
and
pleasure.
your vision and your opinions and everything. It
Thank you
was
so
really a
much.
pleasure talking to you, and we look
Me
forward to
too.
seeing you like achieve more success with the trading pit and also with your own community.
Thank you so
Why
much.
not see you maybe sometime soon as well?
Of course, I would love to, hopefully soon. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.